Hello, welcome to the last round. We won the die roll and we'll play first. Not gonna mulligan this. I mean, we don't have a creature to discard and reanimate, but we can draw that. We have some time, I guess. Maybe we have a lot of time if our opponent is not here. He does seem to be here. He says good luck as well, just as I did. We'll open with island, because opening with island is the best. It makes your opponent scared of counters. Again, another player who is in my colors. I knew blue wasn't open, but I thought black was definitely open. Guess I was wrong. Don't think he can be reanimated. Recurring Nightmare is already gone by another player. So running out to Uno's power there should be no issue. He can have this figure. I didn't pick up that card. He does not have a land here, does he? Wow. That's terrible for him. No. It's obviously not great for him if he doesn't have a land, but seeing that he also plays Merciless Eviction, he's a bit greedy on his mana base, I guess. I also missed a land drop here, which obviously is annoying for me as well. But I at least get to play some cards out of my deck. In Cliff Cryptologist, another really good card to have. Not so sure what my opponent is thinking about here. Maybe he wants to disfigure right now on the Cryptologist because I also miss a land drop. Or he's dual queuing and, you know, just being uber slow. Yeah, he missed the land drop again. See what he discards here. It is dum 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 dum. A Yoggoth's Will. We do draw land now. I think I am gonna play a Worm Power Stone here over leveling. Because that allows me, well, gives me more access to mana. He can't have a Force Spike, he can't have a Daze, or whatever. I'm surprised he didn't discard anything to save damage. I mean, he has to discard at the end of turn anyway, so I would just discard during my turn a card you would discard at the end of his own turn. That makes the most sense to me. Drawing an island isn't bad because we can level this up. He obviously knows now that I'm not gonna do much. But that doesn't really matter, does it? Next turn we can just start drawing extra cards, and assuming he doesn't have really sick stuff, we should be good. He discarded Blood Gift Team and I could have reanimated that, but I don't think I want to commit to that yet. I don't think it's really necessary having the Cryptologist here. He smothers the Prowler, that's fine. Let's draw a card and discard one. Let's discard the Skin Render. I think having an island is a bit better. Let's level this up once. Cancel. Now let's level it up like this, okay. Then just draw cards. Yeah, let's get a Blood Gift Demon right now. Just give me the demon. And play a Monolith. Actually, I haven't played with them or haven't used a Monolith a lot today. It is a fine card, of course. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 mana. So it has ultimate price. Okay, so with 2 mana, he's actually pretty active. But it doesn't matter if we are able to draw more cards than our opponent. Especially if we have a card like Better Skull, which is a card he should, in the colors he's playing, not able to get rid of. I don't see which card in blue-black outside of counter can get rid of a Better Skull when I have 8 mana up. Except something that can obviously keep on blocking it for eternity. Liliana of the Veil. If he makes me sacrifice a creature, I would just sacrifice a germ. Obviously returning that. Let's think about this. I think we just recast the Barrow Skull, but I was actually thinking about something else. Let's animate that the demon again. I think he should concede here. Like even with the Liliana, just discard Blackson's unit because I have full board control anyway. Then attack it, it dies. I draw 3 cards every turn compared to his 1. It's way behind on mana. I don't see him winning this. He obviously does, but... So he discarded Smokestack. This comment that player discards a card. Okay, that's never gonna happen, is it? How good is Sundering Titan? Well, I'll tell you, it's a fucking nuts. Oh, still need this. I think he concedes here, right? Yeah. Okay, I don't think anything else can happen there. So we only saw black cards, so normally Persecute is pretty good against that. But I'm not so sure because I haven't seen a lot of cards. Because he was screwed. I think for the rest is fine. Maybe not the Zenith, but it's one of my only removals. So I think I want to keep the deck as it is. And only make a sideboard change when I actually have more information about his deck, about his hand, about everything. 'Cause at this point I have little information. Or too little information. So that's obviously Skype. You just heard there. Just typing to someone. So my opponent is obviously sideboarding, or as I said before, he's duo queuing or something, and currently focused on something else. Or you know, when to get to drink something to drink. Seems unlikely. So what would have happened if my opponent wasn't mana screwed? He casts Liliana and then screws me over, right? So maybe I want negating. The question always is, what do I bring out? Like Skin Renderer seems fine. Yeah, too late. Yeah, decent hand. Not gonna mulligan this. He also kept his 7, but he also kept his previous 7 where he just had the Underground. So that's not actually telling play. We don't have a discarder, which is sad because I definitely wouldn't have minded having a Visara in play. Don't actually have any early plays here. And he has a Spells Guide. Do I care about that? Of course I don't. Spells Guide is obviously a decent card, but it's not that great against my deck where I have little targeting abilities. Visara, Skin Render, obviously they all target, but Barrow Skull targets, but you can't redirect it. Well, you can try, but you're just gonna cost you life. Yeah, let's bluff counterspell. Maybe he has counterspell, like just base counterspell. Because I don't, and I haven't seen it yet. And it was in the cube, I think. I think I passed it up for something else, not sure what. Liliana again. That's not bad. Okay, so each player discards a card. I think I discard Vizara. Bring it into play. He makes me sacrifice. That's terrible. Still gonna discard it though. He discarded his ultimate prize, which I find weird. We're gonna just cast one Power Stone here. And then next turn we just cast Barrow Skull. I think Barrow Skull for him is a terrible card to be playing against. He makes me discard, I just discard Puzzled Monolith. It's actually wrecking his own hand anyway. Wormcall Engine, huh? Yeah, I don't mind having that card. I'm just gonna steal the Wormcall, of course. Let's animate that, it doesn't matter. And then it makes me sacrifice it, I gain tokens. I reanimate, I gain tokens. He should realize that I play Reanimator and that discarding cards such as Wormcall Engine is a terrible idea against me. Unless of course he has bond spells, then it's fine. Yep, I'll sacrifice this and gain tokens. So now we have 3/3 Death Toucher, 3/3 Lifelinker. Opponent has Nantuka Shade, which can trade with one of them. I assume he's gonna save Liliana, right? Like that's what I would do. But then he's just trading cards away. Yeah, he does do so. He does pump, right? Like, don't forget to pump, dude. Okay. You never know. Sometimes you do make that error. Now we just reanimate the Wormcall again. Then play Barrow Skull. I think this is GG. Like, Liliana is as good as useless here. I have a Wormcall, a Barrow Skull, and a Worm for 3 mana, a Spellskite, a Liliana, and 3 cards in hand. 2 cards in hand and an extra land. It does play Merciless Eviction, but that doesn't matter. Yep. Sacrifice a Germ here. I'm gonna keep it on a Wormcall. Oh man. Nah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with Barrow Skull. Like, it doesn't matter because they both have lifelink anyway. So I think we just both attack Liliana just to kill it, gain 9 life. Still decides to block for some reason because it doesn't really matter. Kicker this for 3. If you hear some kind of noise outside, that's my bad. Because now we can return Barrow Skull with the Everflowing Chalice mana. Spell Pierce is that? Sure, dude. If that's a card you want to Spell Pierce, that's fine by me. So he just drew a card and had a single card. He plays a land and just has a single card, that's it. Nightfell Spectre. Deals combat damage to a player. That player exiles the top card of his or her library. You may play cards exiled. Okay. Not really scared of that card, or not a lot. It does scare me a little bit, but obviously not as much as it should. We can equip, but then we can't play Prowler. But I still think it's the correct play to do so. Because now he's getting attacked by insane amount of creatures. If I had a... Yeah, okay. Go ahead, do that. It obviously doesn't work. Because I can only equip creatures I control, so you can't redirect it. Obviously you can try, you can pay the mana, but it doesn't work. It never has and never will. Well, it might in the future if they change the rules. But I don't think they will change the rules to that. That would be a pretty weird rules change. I'm up to 39. Sure he has a Nightveil Spectre, but he concedes. So we go 2-1 again, just like last time. And I'll see you guys for the next one.